Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Michael Bolton's voice has seen him through the best and worst times of his life. That soulful baritone helped him sell more than 75 million records and earned him 2 Grammys throughout his 50-year career. And after he awoke from emergency brain surgery on December 4, 2023, it served as a beacon of hope amid uncertainty. He was in recovery in the hospital room singing within minutes. His daughter Holly, 47, recalls, "I remember one of the nurses at the hospital had no idea who he was, and she's like, 'Do you know he sings like this?'" That moment was one of relief for Holly and her sisters, Isa, 49, and Taryn, 45. Over the past year and a half, Bolton's daughters have leaned into moments of joy and levity as their dad, 72, tackles his greatest challenge yet, glioblastoma, a rare and aggressive form of brain cancer. "You're reaching into your resources and your resolve in a way that you never would have thought," Bolton, whose short-term memory, speech, and mobility have been impacted by his treatments, tells people in this week's cover story. Succumbing to the challenge is not an option. You're really quickly drawn into a duel. I guess that's the way you find out what you're made of. If the grace and humor with which he's tackled his diagnosis are any indication, Bolton is certainly made of tough stuff. He was diagnosed with glioblastoma in December 2023 after undergoing emergency surgery, during which doctors were able to remove a brain tumor in his entirety. Bolton's neuro-oncologist, Dr. Ingo Mellinghoff of Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City, says this happens with just 30 to 40% of glio cases. He underwent a second brain surgery in January 2024 due to an infection, and since finishing radiation and chemotherapy treatment in October, undergoes MRIs every 2 months to ensure his tumor has not returned. His most recent scan in early April was clear, and the path forward is all about monitoring, as the recurrence rate for glioblastoma is about 90%, according to the Glioblastoma Foundation. Whenever you find yourself in any kind of challenging position, just to know that you're not alone going through it is a big deal, says the star, who has purposely not been given a prognosis and is choosing to remain hopeful. It actually helps people to know. It reminds them that they're not alone. Bolton first shared news of his illness with his devoted fans in January 2024, announcing on Instagram that he'd undergone brain surgery and was taking a break from touring. In the time since, he's settled into life at home in Westport, Connecticut, where he's lived for more than 30 years. Much of his time is spent with his daughters and his 6 grandchildren, Amelia, 14, Olivia, 13, Dylan, 11, Grayson, 10, River, 9, and Jack, 8, with whom he regularly enjoys family trivia nights. "We're in this together, and that's it," says Taryn. Bolton meditates daily and golfs as much as he can, and he still works with a personal trainer and takes voice lessons, plus does voice therapy with a coach online. "I find comfort in general more easily. The whole experience gives me a heightened sense of appreciation. It's unthinkable for it to be okay not to make the most of your life," he says. "I think we develop capabilities and problem management, and we learn how to make the best out of a bad situation. You have to be a cheerleader for yourself." With all he's been through, Bolton acknowledges his definition of legacy has evolved. Before, he would have considered his enduring career his legacy. Now he's more concerned that his daughters are equipped for what's next. "How do I give things that they can take forward? Life lessons, love, any kind of validation that I can give them. I want to be on the right side of that, so they feel great about who they are," he says. It's a reality of mortality. Suddenly, a new light has gone on that raises questions including, am I doing the best that I can do with my time? It's a question he hopes he still has plenty of time to answer. "I want to keep going. I feel there's still a lot to do on the fight side," he says. "I got a title for a song. Ain't Going Down Without a Fight, known professionally as Michael Bolton, is an American singer and songwriter. Bolton performed in the hard rock and heavy metal music genres from the mid-1970s to the mid-1980s, both on his early solo albums and those he recorded as the frontman of the band Blackjack. His early career also saw him as a successful songwriter, co-writing hits like How Am I Supposed to Live Without You for Laura Branigan, which he later recorded as a solo single. Bolton achieved peak recognition as a pop ballad singer in the late 1980s and early 1990s, with collaborations with songwriters like Diane Warren and Desmond Child. During that time, he covered such songs as Otis Redding's Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay and Percy Sledge's When a Man Loves a Woman. Despite his commercial success in the adult contemporary genre, Bolton faced criticism for being derivative. In 2000, he faced a controversial legal battle with the Isley Brothers over plagiarism, which resulted in a substantial financial settlement. In later years, he ventured into various other media, including television and film, often appearing as himself. Bolton also participated in Dancing with the Stars and produced the documentary American Dream, Detroit. His personal life includes a long-term relationship and broken engagement with actress Nicolette Sheridan and a 15-year marriage to Maureen Maguire, with whom he has 3 daughters. Bolton is also known for his philanthropic efforts, particularly through the Michael Bolton Charities, although he has faced criticism over the way funds raised by the organization have been allocated. He has been recognized for his contributions to music and charity, including receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Bolton has sold more than 75 million records and recorded 8 top 10 albums and 2 #1 singles on the Billboard charts, as well as winning 6 American Music Awards and 2 Grammy Awards. He has performed with artists including Lucia Aliberti, Patti LaBelle, Jose Carreras, Tony Satinsky, Ray Charles, Celine Dion, Placido Domingo, Renee Fleming, Winona Judd, B.B. King, The Lonely Island, Luciano Pavarotti, Percy Sledge, and Zucchero. Thanks for watching.